We're here
We are.
somehow.
Somehow we made
Technical
it.
issues aside,
Oh.
let us know. We have some technical problems on the stream. Just don't know if we're in time, if you can hear us, that kind of stuff. Everything decided to break. I see that chat's not working.
Yeah, it is not. So,
Which, given our host of issues,
it is par for the corpse. So, yeah. Goodness.
yeah. But I've got chat up here. Paul Calgoat's in the chat. Let's see here. On a video game note, not sure which to start next now that I've played through Shredder's Revenge a bunch. And he says on deck, he's got Red Dead 2, Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. Just can't decide. Loco Lou is also in chat saying, "What's up, people? Let us know we're sounding good volume, stuff like that." Paul says that we've got his support. You know what I mean? Which is, more important than
That's what he told us.
just about anything. Yeah, if the chat's not working, man, you can pop us in the 2-shot, I guess.
Yeah, let me do that for the time being, and then I'll see if I can get us over there. Give me 1 second. And
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Let's see if that works. All right.
Yeah, that's a little better. If I'll just read off chat. It's all good.
Yeah.
Local Lucis, hit that like button, man. If you can, that'd be great.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So let's see, Paul. So video games. You got a list of some badass games. I don't. Have you not played any of those before, or are these replays for you? Because I feel like that matters in what I would say as far as
definitely.
You know what I mean? Which game to play. I've been playing. Let's see. I've been playing a game called In Zone: A World Apart. It's originally a PC game on Steam, but it's also on PlayStation. It is a post-apocalyptic city builder. It's a lot of managing population, trying not to die out there.
So it's like real life.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, no, just like real life. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if that kind of city builder is your bag, Paul, but that's one that I've been really enjoying. And Paul says no, he hasn't played any of those games.
Oh, okay.
I am jealous as hell of you. I wish that I could undo. I haven't played Last of Us 2.
I haven't either.
But I wish I could erase my memories of RDR2, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Ghost of Tsushima, because I've played all those, and I wish I could just go back again. Yeah.
Interesting. I know Farmer Greg.
Again.
I know Farmer Greg has played Ghost of Tsushima, and he's probably played the others too. But he seemed to like that a lot. I don't think he finished it, but I think he was wanting to go back to it. And
Ghost is amazing. Yeah, man, of which of those? They all kind of hit the same kind of thing. Actually. The difference is with Red Dead. We got a little bit of a chat. Oh,
there's
you
something
just
there.
dropped the box in. All right. Really fast. Loco Lou says Shadows Die Twice is a great game. I haven't played that. I'd have to look that one up. I never even heard of it. But there's so many games I haven't heard about. RDR2, obviously, you get your shooting action on. You know what I mean? The other two games are melee largely.
Yeah.
Ghosts is really good. Yeah, Ghosts is great. The soundtrack is great. The director's cut that's on the PS Store now. I don't know. I guess if you have a PlayStation, I don't really know what system you have. It has better English dubbing as well.
Okay.
I played a lot of it with the Japanese with subtitles.
Yeah.
They also have a really cool thing called Kurosawa mode.
Ooh. Where
it changes the whole game to grainy black and white. Like it looks like a Kurosawa film. It's actually really
that's awesome. Man.
I didn't play a lot of the game in that, but I would pop into it in certain modes. But all those first three games, those ones I'm familiar with, they are big games. They are huge AAA games, and they're fantastic. I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah, I loved the first Red Dead. Well, the Red Dead Redemption, isn't that the first one? Well, because I think there was the other game that was that was somehow related.
There was no, it was not related at all. Red Dead Revolver was not related.
Oh, okay. Just same
any
studio
way.
and everything. It's just that the story is somehow tangentially, I guess. It's not really part of it. Because I remember there being something that like, oh yeah, there's like this very thin thread of it, but it was not impactful to like if you didn't play that first one, it didn't have any bearing except for like that's neat. Okay, well, one way or the other. The one that came out before this last one,
just Red Dead Redemption was gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
like
it was
the outro of that game was one of the best outros of any game I've ever played.
Oh goodness, I vaguely remember that.
Do you remember like where you see the guy die and then like you're his son?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and
that
you go
was
like
nuts.
writing and like the music like turns up as you're writing. It's just like so amazing.
Yeah, I remember. I remember going to your house and watching you play for a while. That was a blast because that game, you had that massive TV, and that game was so immersive, and we'd get so scared every time the cougar would come out. And,
oh my god!
I'm still terrified. Yeah, I'm like still terrified of that. Yeah, and loved that, and then I loved the all the bonus stuff, like the zombie stuff and the undead. All that
stuff was great,
excellent. And those are some of my really favorite memories playing video games. Was that game. But really what I've seen of Tsushima looks amazing and would be a lot of fun. What was the other one? Assassin's Creed was one of them.
Valhalla,
Valhalla.
The Viking.
Yeah,
game.
I loved early Assassin's Creed 3. I wanted it to be so good, and there was parts of it that I really liked, but then it fell real flat real quick, and then I didn't really play anything else after that when they started getting into like the boat mechanics and stuff. I didn't ever mess with any of those. But Farmer Greg, he's the gaming authority here in the Turtle Soup Camp that as far as our personal friends, but he's played all of those and has very strong opinions on them. I can't remember if he liked them or hated them, but
if you're trying to get back into Assassin's Creed, you don't need to really mess around. You Turtletarian clued me on this. I can't remember who did. We had a big conversation. I think it was Brian Bales. You start with Origins.
Yeah.
Play Origins and Odyssey,
and
then you can go into Valhalla.
Okay.
It kind of restarts at Origins, your modern Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Valhalla was good. I really love the setting. I'm a big fan of pre-unification England, and it is all up in there. The show The Last Kingdom is set in the same time, and I'm a huge fan. Catching up with chat, we've got Loco Lou says, did my first live stream this morning. It's a show about TMNT also. Something my boy, brother, cousin's toy review started with me on this channel and is moving to my channel.
Oh, nice.
Love the TMNT fan base. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
So I guess Loco Lou got to check out some videos, some live streams if they're in the VODs on your channel. Let's see. Loco Lou's also playing Star Wars Fallen Order and Destiny 2, and everyone's talking about the games. Let's see. Paul says I remember playing RDR online with friends and hearing the cougar and bear bear claws coming out of nowhere. Yes. Woo. Like it can be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Let's see. So I still haven't gotten my email from Loot Crate.
Oh, from Loot Crate? Oh.
Yeah, man. Like people have stuff in hand.
It's
and
because
I'm just like
it's because it was
so pissed.
I'm
so pissed.
I think it was because it was the third crate went out before the second crate. Because I got ours. Mine, and so yeah, because it had the claw shredder and some other stuff. It also came with. Let me grab it real quick. So. You got the claw shredder.
This is you trying to hurt me. Is what
a little bit.
Okay, sounds great. Love it.
This is. Oh, I also got this little pin thing. That's kind of neat. Got a turtle head.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah.
And then Ryan, they put a fanny pack in here, and I didn't realize they were doing this one. They put a fanny pack, and it's Krang's face so it looks like you're the android, the doughy android body.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clever. But yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't even get an email yet. But the good thing is that we've got something. So something is getting out there. So it's not just like dead in the water. So dead as a doornail, it is not. So there's still a pulse, and hopefully those of y'all who still haven't got it and still haven't even received the email yet will. It'll be sooner than later, hopefully. But yeah, and it came with a shirt too, which I was not expecting it to be. It's not super soft, but it was cool, and it had the old Eastman layered art on it, and I'm always a fan of that. So
Loco Lou says I got my loot crate yesterday. Did the unboxing. Crate number 3 is the one they shipped. And I did get the wrong size shirt, but it fits loose, which is a plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yours is right. 3 comes after 2, so
yeah.
I mean,
so I'm getting the prequel.
You're getting the prequel.
Ready for the prequel? Okay.
But yeah.
Jesus.
So
yeah.
So real quick, going back to the video game talk, out of all of those games we mentioned, which one do you think would work best with the turtles? Like throwing the turtles, more or less the skins on that game. Like which one would work really well for that?
Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima.
I mean, you want to go Ghost because it's Japanese. They're Japanese.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think.
But
I think we're looking at Ghost, and the reason is because the cool thing about Ghost of Tsushima is that it has different fighting styles that you learn, and you have to switch between them, and each one is good at defeating a different kind of enemy.
Right.
So you have different moves, different combos in different styles, and you can switch between the styles like super fluidly.
Yeah.
Like when you switch, it kind of slows down time a little bit, so you can like get it right. And I could see you learning those, say as like a turtle, like your turtle of choice.
Yeah.
And then like being able to switch between different stances and like being able to beat different guys. Also, all the weapons and melee weapons that the general bad guy soldiers use could be Foot Clan guys. I think that game would work well, not just because it's Japanese themed, but because of it does so much with the sword play and like the weapons.
Yeah.
And you could choose a bunch of different weapons, like pole axes to, all kind of different weapons you could choose to use.
Yeah.
So I think that would work really well.
That's cool. Man.
But no, I how about you? Are you on that? Or are you looking for RDR2? Just
I don't know.
On the back of a horse shooting stuff.
That's where I was going, making jokes. I was like, yeah, that'd be great. A Turtles Western, that'd be fantastic. Like I'd be all over that if they could do that. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think I agree with you. Although the assassin style stuff of like the stealthiness, that's pretty neat. So that would be pretty cool. But I was just thinking because I've been getting inundated with, I don't know if you have or not, but I've been getting inundated with Nintendo's ads for Fire Emblem Three Kingdoms, the Warriors, like the what was it called? Oh goodness, the Musou game.
I have not.
It's
what?
It's Musou.
Fire Emblem what?
It's not. It's something Warriors, and I can't remember what the first part of that is, but it's the game where just a horde of people come at you and you just like start fighting them and hack and slash, but it's not like a side scroll or anything. But it's driving me nuts that I can't remember this. But they basically, Nintendo's been basically putting they put Zelda in it, like Hyrule Warriors is what it was, but it was its own game talking about the Three Kingdoms, and I played it forever.
So this isn't more Fire Emblem Three Houses content.
It is, but it's a different gaming style. Like it's a totally different gaming style. It's as if the strategy's still there, but not the way that it was in the actual Fire Emblem game. It's more like this.
Oh, I see it. It's called Three Hopes.
Yeah, Three Hopes. Yeah. And Paul in the chat called it out too. Dynasty Warriors. Thank you, Loco. Oh my goodness, that was driving me nuts because
What is a Mosu game?
So
What is that?
Musou is where
Musou. Wow.
I don't know what Musou translates to. I think it's something like special ability or like massive attack or something. But essentially, you have a meter
Okay.
that's your Musou meter, and as you build it up, as you kill more people, like in real life, you can use a special ability, and it's just massive attack, and you just trying to get your KO count like way up. And these games are a ton of fun.
Oh.
It's very arcade, although there are some things to it. But the first time I recall seeing it was Dynasty Warriors, and it was a take where the all the history books involving the three kingdoms of that area of like Asia and all that, they there's some like history there, and they applied that to this gaming style and these warring three kingdoms, and they made like a ton of them. And our old friend Greg Guy, him and I used to play this all the time. And then now they've started putting other games, other properties. I know they did one with Fate. Oh, all the Common Rider games, or a lot of them, happen to be a very similar style. And recently they did Legend of Zelda. They were really fun and actually had some lore in them. So it wasn't just like a throwaway thing. It's actually like there's some like moving some of the story like a little bit in different directions. They're I think this is the second Fire Emblem one that they've done this with. And but it's getting me wanting to play again because I'm like, oh my goodness, I loved Fire Emblem Three Houses so much. And
Three Houses, it was irrationally good.
Yeah,
That game is irrationally awesome.
It was insane, and I loved it so much. And so now I'm day and date next time the next official Fire Emblem comes out.
Oh, the next actual Fire Emblem
yeah
game is out. I am all over that. I've replayed Three Houses. I've beat it with every house.
Oh, did you? That's awesome.
Like, yes, absolutely. The timeline stuff, the choices, it's such a good game.
It's such a good game. And
it's always, and the music is so good. Like, I'll just be walking around randomly, and I'll be like, bum, 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 na, 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 na. Like, I'll just like start thinking that.
Right,
like the way that they take that one theme and they keep like kind of re-envisioning it like in different like vibes and different like tones and stuff. It's so good. Yeah, like
so,
if you got a Switch, I couldn't recommend that game anymore.
Oh yeah,
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
That game is so
much
fun.
Your boy Easy got me on that one, and I was like, let me see. I was like, oh, turn-based strategy. Oh shit. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. I'm all over it.
Yeah.
Let's check up with chat just a little bit.
Okay. Because I want to go back to that.
Chat.
I want to go back to that before when we come back, but just let you know.
Oh, okay, man. Let's see. Evercordial says, Ryan, this is you trying to hurt me easy a little bit. Says that's hilarious, which was true. Mitch Fletcher's in the chat. Just found out. So sorry he's late. You're not late. You're fine. You're perfect. You're right here. We're all together. Local Lucis, I would say a nice TMNT gameplay was Injustice 2. I could see that. that. Paul says, bummed out for the way Loot Crate effed up on this. I did Loot Crate for like 3 years when they were a new thing. Never had any trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Then we have the Three Hopes Dynasty Warriors talk. Paul loved the Gundam version. And then Christopher Lafarve. I'm gonna try that last name. It's too cultured and European for my dirty American tongue. So it says, oh man, I was taking a nap and just saw this on my notifications. Well, you are here. This is the
you're here
end of the month chef special. Just get to hang out with all the Turtletarians on the live stream, chat, whatever. We're super responsive to chat on these, especially. So if you have anything you want to bring up or topics you want to see talked about or get the conversation going on, just drop them in the chat.
Yep.
All right, some more things about ads and Nintendo.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, it would be pretty nuts if because you were asking if like what I thought about we were talking about the Turtles being put into a video game style. Yeah. That kind of video game style, turn-based strategy Turtles with all of the Archie cast.
Yes.
Like the entire Archie thing. That'd be
fun.
Amazing. Yeah, I would love. Well. Even just expanded the whole expanded universe, because once you get the Archie cast is like massive, but once you throw in the 20 what was I thinking? Oh, the IDW comic. Throw that in there, you get a couple of extra characters that are really cool and different costumes, obviously. But then there was another one I was going to drop, and I totally lost my train of thought. But the Turtles have such an expansive roster in each thing that they do, pretty much, that there's a plethora of things you can do. But the idea of you have to you have your collection of people, of ninjas and mutants and whatnot, and helpers and allies and all this stuff, and you have to choose, are you going to take on this villain or this villain, and you got to go on a board of New York, I guess, or something. I don't know, I think that would be kind of neat if they could somehow wrangle that. But yeah, that was just what was got me thinking, seeing those ads and then having this conversation. But yeah, so oh man.
So Localoo's in the chat. Hype in chat. Show support. Hit that like button.
Yes, thank you.
Notification.
In fact,
make sure you don't miss any things. Doing our job for us over here. I suppose I should be spouting all that. Try to, if I was a better YouTuber, I'd be all over that.
Oh goodness.
Let's see. So Christopher in chat, have you guys seen the short animation that some European gents made of a scene from The Last Ronin?
I have not.
And you're right, we have not caught up with The Last Ronin in real time because
we're still at 97.
We are in the journey. We're the weirdest mega turtle fans ever, where we don't read anything new, really. We just read old crap and go through it chronologically.
Right.
So we haven't gotten on Last Ronin. We have it on many Turtletarians' opinions that it's fantastic. I can't wait to get to it.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, that brings up a good point too, because we've been talking about this, and we want everyone's input. So we have news that we talk about occasionally, and it's mostly toy news because that can ride the line of it's not gonna really spoil anything or potentially, and it's not so much like a story-based thing. It's just, this is an action figure, of something that we more than likely already know or have experienced, especially considering how far we are in the journey on the podcast. So with that being said, we've had some people ask us about, we also do the video game news, and when the movies come up, we'll start doing those too. But we've had a lot of people ask us about, can you do comic news and things like that? And we were discussing it, and we were thinking that maybe what we could do is essentially just cover some of the previews ad, if you will, where they're like, oh, we see that Venus de Milo's coming back, and we only have a piece of artwork and a small little paragraph that talks about it. We don't go into it and read the actual issue, but we just address that there's something happening. And if that's something y'all would like, we could totally do that, and we're probably going to go that way. But if we have anybody saying that oh, no, that's whatever, or whatever the case may be, we just wanted to put it up to y'all before we start doing a lot of this stuff. But that's something that we've been talking about doing, and especially The Last Ronin would have been something that we would have done that way as well, with it being outside of continuity more or less and being its own thing. There's that. Also, that there's the Rise stuff that just got announced that we can probably do a whole news segment on. So we're probably going to start trying to expand the news segment to cover some of this stuff, because we get a lot of people asking us about it, and so hopefully that helps to answer some questions, I guess. I don't know. But anyway. So
man. So I got a funny story. Here's something funny.
Mm-hmm.
So the other night, getting ready to go to bed. Or not ready to go to bed, but kind of getting close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a video game, and I hear this sound that sounds like somebody's has the world's most obnoxious 1930s bike horn, and is just honking it just outside my back sliding glass window. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
It's like me.
Right.
I'm going, what in the hell? Right. So walk outside, and of course it's not some 1930s clown. It is what I take to be a tree frog that is somewhere in the vicinity, very close to my house.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of frogs around here. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Those guys that do their low croaking thing, and it comes through your windows a little bit. You go to sleep, and it's almost like white noise. This dude would pull you out of sleep.
Really?
And I was like, this can't happen.
Dang.
So I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell, you know? So the Rays just get done just losing a game and just lose one. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
As you do.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to swing at the ball or anything. That's great. So I'm just kind of hanging out. So I start just throwing shit into the darkness because this is like pitch dark middle of the night.
Right.
I start throwing shit in that direction.
Okay.
And he'll stop for a minute. I'll go sit down. I'm like, okay, all right. So basically went to bed. And luckily, I guess I was able to find a way to get like my cover just a little over my ear, but not like smother myself, just enough to block enough of their frequencies to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I was mad.
Goodness,
so
I can only imagine.
Went to work on the way home, swung by the fireworks stand. So I was kind of like, I got an idea.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
okay,
gonna throw some poppers over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, farmers use those things to scare off birds and other crap. I was like, dude, I'll use those to. Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
I was like, it does. They'll use them on airport runways as well to scare birds off. And stuff like that. Yeah.
Goodness.
A lot of airports now have like sound systems, like sirens that play, but some, you know, small airports, and before they had those, they used like big firecrackers.
Right, but like,
so
you're telling me that, I'm assuming by now, because the way you're saying this, it sounds like this has been a thing. It's not like last year during COVID they're like, oh, let's get these poppers.
Oh no,
but like but did they dead ass just go to they're like, okay, 4th of July is coming. Okay, good, we can go get restock on the. Well, I guess they have the actual standalone stores, but nevertheless, it's funnier if they go to the corner store and buy just like all of the black, whatever they're called, Black Cat or whatever it is. And they have the little
like M80s or whatever.
Yeah, they're just they're the little packs, and you have like the international airports. They're just like, oh, get the poppers out. And they're just, that's amazing. I love that.
I don't know what their deployment was. I'm sure there's a way to get these year round for occupational things like farmers and stuff. But so I go over there. You know, classic. You roll up and you're the only person at the fireworks stand at like noon.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of
right.
You got a lot of special help, a lot of special attention from the older couple running that place.
Yeah.
Managed to throw in like a Biden's America, and I'm like, geez, could you be a stereotype, please, for me, please? That'd be great. So I'm sitting here like, all right, like, whatever, man. Like, I'm just trying to get these things. So I go, I need something with some pop. I was like, I'm not looking for like a firework per se. I am looking. Let me explain this. Now, I sound like a crazy person.
You do,
because I walk in full on like work clothes, so like slacks, button down shirt, you know, like like all this stuff, and I'm like, there's these frogs, and I need to either blow them up or scare them off. Preferably scare them off. I'm not looking to blow up frogs.
Right.
I just need to stop this shit because this frog's killing me, and I don't know what to do. Okay. So they're showing me these little firecrackers. I'm like, all right, man, like, whatever. I was like, I want them to be more like an M80. They go, oh, like that. Oh, over there. The M5000. Now, granted, don't worry, numbers don't mean anything.
No.
They're smaller than M80s, just a little smaller though. Not that much smaller. So I get them. You know, I get the one with the longest fuses because I'm thinking, man, like I need some time.
Oh yeah.
Some of these had some short fuses. I was like, bro, I need some time. I don't need that thing explode in my hand, bro.
No, don't need.
I want to become a statistic.
Right.
So I come home, and I'm like, all right, I bought like 12 of them. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, of course, not gonna be long with like me, Brad, and like August hanging around before we're lighting some off.
Oh,
I'm like, let's try one out. All right. I light this thing up. And man, that thing has got some goddamn pop. I threw it in the backyard. I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty big. So they started up the other night early. You can still kind of see out there, but like that boy was back. I'm like, nope. So I light one.
Right.
And I throw it kind of near the pool, right?
Okay.
And it sinks down in the pool and just goes. I was like, oh shit. So Brad and I look at each other. We're kind of like, bro. Like,
yeah.
That was like a depth charge, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, I got to cook it. That's what the problem was. See, it sank too low.
Right before it.
I got to cook it. But that's scary, man.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
Holding like an
explosive,
like, an 8-stick of dynamite in your hand and being like, all right, here we go. You know, so
yeah.
The next one I I kind of and August, of course, has to film everything slow motion. So he's like, oh, wait, don't light it yet. All this stuff. I'm like, okay. So I light it, and I throw that thing, and it lands. Our pool is super messed up, by the way. Like, our pool needs to be like completely repaired. So like before you think I'm throwing these in a normal
Just
pool,
a normal pool.
Right. Our pool is like crazy. There's frogs and like turtles in it. It's really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, here we go. So I cook it about half the fuse, and I toss it. And it lands like in the water and just barely gets in there and goes off. And dude, August has footage of it. It goes off, and then this frog that was submerged in the water flies.
What?
Out,
No.
right? I thought I blew him out of the water, bro. Like
Right.
I'm like, oh no. And then I started feeling really bad.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is like, I'm not that guy.
No.
I just like, you gotta shut up.
Yeah.
Frog. Like you gotta shut up. So I actually had to review the footage, and it turns out you see the thing go off, and then like he hops away from it. And I'm like, oh, and you see his like two little arms, two little long ass legs. Like I'm like, okay, you can see he's intact.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
good.
Tell you something, that one popper, didn't make another sound that night.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? They did not make another sound. So I got my bag. You know what I mean? My bag of poppers, and if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. But
I mean,
yeah. I've been fighting frogs off with explosives. That's been what I've been up to.
That's a Florida man thing if I've ever heard
running with that. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. It's so Florida man. I just we had to run it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, we have you been hearing a lot of fireworks over there besides the ones you've just set off?
It's it's Florida, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like people like just set them off the week before and week after, but not enough that I've been like, okay. Sometimes it gets so bad at night, like it'd be like July 1st. I'm like, guys, seriously, can you save it? But I haven't heard anything yet. How about you? You got some rednecks blowing things off near you?
Yeah, we actually have some Spanish families that live around here, and they just been like they usually are the ones that are running all the stuff. So we don't even do anything. We don't buy nothing because they buy so much, and they just run it, and I'm here for it. But that and the other there's this other neighbor of mine who's he's probably a little bit older than us, but he's like ex-military, so he's playing his like new metal and stuff, and then they'll play their Spanish music, and they'll have like this battle.
Oh, you
so
told
it's like
me about they had like the war,
yeah, and it's amazing. So they do that every once in a while, so that's always fun. But everything's been pretty quiet. We have heard a few tonight and like one or two last night, but that's about it. But then probably tomorrow and Monday, it'll just be an all day night thing kind of going on. So, but that's the beautiful thing about being, in this area or wherever we're at. It's, it seems like, I don't know, because I say this, but I feel like it's probably this way almost everywhere. But that could just be me basing it on my own experience. But yeah, we haven't bought fireworks in years, and just so many people are just doing it that it's just like, why even bother? It's like, let them do it, and I'll just enjoy the show.
We had a few years where we would buy like an obnoxious amount of like the mortars. Like I don't play with like, oh, little light it on fire. Oh, look, it twirls a little bit. Like I don't give a shit about that. Like to me, like my dad said it the most eloquently. It's like basically when you start messing with mortars, the rest of it's just child's play.
Yeah,
like I ain't in it for no sparklers or no. Oh, look, it's purple smoke. Like I don't care. No. It is like should sound like a cannon goes off and this thing goes up in the air and like air bursts. Like that's all I'm in it for. So we went through a phase where we would launch those things, and then we would launch them down the road, and then we would do weird stuff like put them in an old cooler and see what happened, and stuff like that. And we had one where I swore off it and scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So my dad had like a traffic cone he got from like my mom's school or something, and he was using it to stop this neighbor from like parking like in his grass.
Right.
Like he was like had it kind of on part of his grass so like people wouldn't drive over it.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
That's amazing.
And I got that cone going. And I put one under the cone. Right.
Yeah.
So I thought like, all right, this is fine. So light the long fuse, run away. And I'm thinking, oh, it's probably going to blow the cone in the air. Yeah, no. It turned out that immediately when like the propellant went off,
Yeah.
it blasted the cone off. Then itself started running around the street. Like I think part of it got messed up or something, and it shot out, hit the green box there, like
Yeah.
for the power, hit the
Yeah.
Tico green box, hit a car wheel, came toward me, directly at me, skipped on the ground and went like just avoided me and exploded in the middle of the street.
Goodness.
Fucking set my neighbor's yard on fire. Like partially going to run over there and put it out.
Yeah.
It was epic, and I saw that damn thing, and it was skipping and coming right toward like my belt line, basically.
Oh,
and I was
goodness.
like, I'm dead.
That's the
I
money
was like,
maker.
this thing is gonna hit me and explode,
Mhm.
like right in my abdomen.
Yeah.
And it was so fast, there was no moving. It was just like I think I had time to like slightly like kind of come down and maybe shield that part or something.
Right. Right.
And then it just didn't get me.
Yeah.
And I remember we let a couple more off in the tube that night, but I was like, I think I'm done. I think I have
enough excitement for one night.
I think I've kind of pushed it to its limit.
Yeah.
Like I think like I basically avoided taking taking 2 scoops to the chest, and I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. The last time one of the last memories I have of doing it with my family was the church that's in front of my parents' house. It has this big family life center thing bullshit that's there, where it used to be just like a grassy field and stuff. It was pretty neat. So we'd go out there and shoot them. Well, I had one of the sissy ones that your dad was talking about, like the ones that twirl and stuff and shoot. Well, I lit it, and then I like spun around and threw it, and it went into the street for some reason right as soon as a cop car was coming by, and it got on the cop car.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, oh snap. And but he kept going because I did the cheat code to get rid of them, and then type.
Oh,
in,
nice. Okay, so you had like 3 stars, and then it just went down to nothing. It
went
just
down to
kept going.
nothing. Yep, exactly. So, but that's
Dude.
That's what happened. So
I mean, Roman candles are fun. I got one time when I was in high school, I was part of a bottle rocket fight.
Oh goodness,
that was scary as shit.
Yeah.
It was like kind of shoot or be shot kind of. So we were like doing that.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a hoodie with like the little pocket in front.
Oh, okay.
And it was a pullover, so it was connected. And I was running like away from one, and we were on a basketball court, and like a couple of guys shot him, and like one hit my foot and went off. I was like, oh crap. And that slowed me down enough. And I looked over, and one kind of was swirling through the air, bro. It went in my pocket of my hoodie.
Yeah.
Like in that thing. And I just grabbed the hoodie and like pushed it away from my body, like, and it popped and it exploded.
Ooh.
And it blew like a hole about the size of a quarter in my hoodie.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah! But of course I was in high school, so I didn't give a shit. Like in high school, I was kind of, I was like, yo, check out my hoodie, bro. Oh my God, you almost got me. And I was like, that was probably real dumb.
Yeah, probably. Just a little bit.
God, we got chat going on. Let's see. Paul says, box of your finest, least deadly boom makers, please. Yeah, that's basically what I was like, can I have a fuse? I want it to go off and be something.
Right.
I ain't looking to put like a one black cat out there because that's like, what was that?
Yeah.
Let's see. Local Lou, in New York, and the fireworks are off all weekend. Yep, us Latinos and Hispanics are crazy. He also says, sounds like the punk frogs won't give up. The poor dude is theirs. TMNT showed them the ways. Like I've got turtles. I think I have TMNT and the punk frogs in my pool right now, which is a problem. Let's see. Oh, and just to explain, it's like we bought this house and the pool is like basically condemned, and like it had a wooden cap with like chicken wire put over it, where like kids wouldn't fall in it, because we didn't have a fence, and we just fixed up the whole house, but never fixed that. So it's like, it's hilarious because like you walk in my house, like, all right, cool, man, cool. Hey, let's go on the back porch. I'm like, yeah, man, come on outside. And then it's like, what's that? I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be a pool. It's been a while since I talked about my pool on the show. I remember I used to talk about it a lot earlier.
We did.
We even had a contest to name the turtles.
We did.
I had at least 2. I might have more now. Let's see, Paul, my house is right on the county line, so the people on the other side blow all kinds of fireworks, and then the city does a show right across the tracks. So I haven't had to buy fireworks in years.
That's awesome.
That's the technique, man.
Yeah.
They did one over here at Winthrop. They did one,
Yeah.
like, actual professional fireworks show.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it rattled all the windows in all the houses in this neighborhood. It felt like war.
Right.
It was insane. And I think they may have like not had them maybe go off high enough in the air or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a ton of people complained. Like apparently it did break windows and stuff, like at different houses.
Right.
And they never did it again.
Yeah.
And it was so crappy because it was like the equivalent of like things going off on like Cherry. Like to your house. It was that close.
Yeah,
it was like insane.
Goodness.
I was like, or like South Maryland, where you're like, holy crap! Like it was like super intense. They never did it again though.
Probably got a lot of complaints, but
yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I heard somewhere that it broke windows.
Goodness.
M. Wilson's in the chat. What's
up? What up, dude?
M. Wilson, don't get caught up in that.
Oh man. Yeah. Goodness, I can't even think. It's been a week. So, and again, thanks to everyone for showing up and stuff. We moved it to. We were going to do this Thursday night, but I've just been having this thing where it's like I just could not do anything. Like I was fine. I was just kind of not really lethargic, but almost lethargic. Where I was just like, so we were going to do a new segment and like all this stuff with the show, and I couldn't even save the photographs. Like I couldn't even click on it to do that. So I was like, all right, let's move it to Saturday because something's not right with me. So I took a couple days and I got better. So, or at least I think I did. And, but then of course, we come here and everything's all messed up. So, what's going on? The universe is trying to end us all. But, nevertheless,
sounds like you were exhausted. Sounds like you were burning it at both ends and you were dead exhausted and you crash sometimes. And you know what? It's all good. It's a chef special. You know what I'm saying? And we're you can count on us.
Yeah, well, that's what you told me. So of course.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Loco M. Wilson saying didn't want to get caught soupless again. Know what I'm saying? Lou says
M was on Facebook being like,
that's right.
That's feeling right. When kind of stuff. Like when you think you got the soup, but there ain't no soup. And I'm like, Jesus.
Man, sorry about that, M. Sorry about that.
I felt so bad. But I was like, oh, man, that blows.
So Loco Lou says, did you guys ever cover the third-party Leo Samurai Turtle that's from Fury Toys from 5K Toys? No, I don't know if I fully remember or recall that. But that does bring to mind one thing another thing we were talking about behind the scenes, that I'm part of a Facebook group, which I like to think a lot of people are with the Turtles community, that if you're not, you need to go find it. But there's a knockoff Facebook group for the Ninja Turtles toys, and it's hilarious, the stuff that they've made, that they've just slapped turtles on. And it's amazing. So one of the things that we were thinking about doing, I don't know how we're gonna put it into the mix of everything, but maybe we'll do it for like a chef special going forward or something at some point, but or have it like as a backup thing, like if things are dull, then we can just like run into that. But we were thinking about covering some of the knockoff stuff and just being like the bootleg things and just go through them and like scroll through the Facebook group and see like the just the myriad of things that has been released with Turtles likenesses on it that are not official at all. And so if that's something you'd like, let us know in the chat or in the email or comments or whatever you want to do. So yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm reading. I'm going through chat. So let's see. Edward Corkill says, "You guys covered the Fury Toys Leatherhead. They also released images for Donnie. Oh, I remember the Leatherhead. The is that the one? Crocker. Is that what it was called? But that was from something else, wasn't it?
It wasn't Fury. Fury was the name of the line, I thought, for that.
It was.
I thought it was another. The company had another name.
It had two names. I'm looking it up now, but because it was on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, we did. We called him Pleatherhead.
Yes, I remember that, but
it is Fury Toys. What was the other name?
Maestro Union was the
Maestro Union.
Yeah, Furay Planet. Yeah, Furay
Yeah.
Planet. So y'all are telling us that you're telling me that they've made other things, because like every time I look this up, I didn't see anything else. So let's see here. Toys. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for some of this googling that I'm doing, just because I'm putting in furry toys. That's not gonna come out nice. Yeah, and everything I keep seeing is just the Crocker figure. But if if they've got other ones, yeah, I definitely want to check it out. But yeah, because I'm on the very edge of a fence on getting that Crocker, because it's really expensive. So I was hoping that they would have some pre-release stuff that some reviewers would get a hold of it and do a review, because if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I want to make sure at least that it's a good solid investment, because there's something about an anthropomorphic alligator that's just, if you have an action figure collection, it can go with almost anything. So I'm thinking about definitely still thinking about getting that, because it looks so good, and if it's anything like how it looks like on the preview images, then I think it'll be worth the money. But it's just one of those gambles I don't really want to make quite yet, but I'm still looking forward to it. But if they're making other figures, like actual turtles, like that's going to be interesting, because
yeah, so 5ktoys.com is the site where you can get these things. This last Ronin figure looks ridiculous.
Let me see. 5ktoys.com.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Okay, I see a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff. There's some
yeah, I'm sure you could search
other stuff.
Search for turtle.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, turtle did not get any results.
Yeah, okay, but did you see, did they have the actual the stuff you were talking about, or they were talking about in chat?
Yeah. There is a on the swoosh. There's an image for it.
Ooh, there's apparently a knockoff turtle van called Underground Arsenal, or Arsena. Tortoise van.
Interesting.
Tortoise van.
Interesting.
Oh, I love this. Thank y'all for letting me know about this, because like I am all about this. I'm just scrolling through a lot of anime characters that they have in here. Most of it looks to be 1/12 scale, which is 6-inch scale more or less, which is your average Marvel Legends kind of figure size scale, 6 inches. But yeah, I don't see any of the turtle stuff just scrolling through. But then again, this is a lot like doing math on the mic. So
yeah, I wish on Discord I could send you a text.
Yeah, you can text it too. Yeah, send me over the, hit me up on Facebook.
Message, DM you on it.
Oh.
it's like on my computer.
Oh.
So I'd like to send it to you.
You can email
through Discord, because you could see it.
Right.
Message. There you go.
Let's see. So you're sending it through Discord?
All right. Yeah.
All right, let me pull up Discord again. Okay.
Again, I'm coming to you through Discord. What? Again changes everything.
Again does change everything. And everybody, thanks again for joining us and being here with us. And this is late breaking news, I guess, or news to us at least, as far as
we'll have to do a little bit more research on it, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, I mean the only let's see, new unreads. Let's see, what does that do?
Yeah,
so where did you send
Turtle.
it?
To your DMs in Discord.
All my DMs. How do I'm horrible at Discord and all this stuff.
Technology on the mic.
I know all of this on the mic is just horrible. So yeah, how do I check that? Yeah, I'm a horrible podcast host.
Just Google Fury Samurai Turtle.
Okay,
that's
we'll try that.
That's do it.
Now, is this the
same images I sent?
Does this look to be the same company that's making that knockoff Leatherhead?
Yeah, pretty sure. Samurai. Yeah, they have a Donatello. Ooh.
Oh, okay. I see it on Reddit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fury
okay. I think this is a different company that's making this, from what I can tell. Because they spell it Fury. The Crocker figure is Furay.
It's so weird though because a lot of their iconography and stuff they use is the same. So like the Samurai Turtles Spring, like they do the same thing. It's so weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
But
This is a.
it looks like the Fury toys. Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty nuts.
Then
This is a really
Fury
detailed
Planet series. It's like
Yeah, this is a really detailed figure, and it's 1/12 scale. That looks pretty nice. So if you're into some like
really nice.
kind of knockoff, not really knockoff, because knockoff kind of sounds like all of these kind of. There's got to be a better way to call this. A third party. That's what it is.
Third party. That's what you call it.
Yes. Third party figures. Definitely check that out. 5K Toys.
Yeah.
Look that up. Fury. Samurai Turtle.
It's like I was saying when we covered Crocker on the show for the news segment was that like in wargaming miniatures, this third party thing's been going on for a long time.
Right.
Where they're just like, oh, your model costs $1 billion and it's not as good as it could be. How about we give you a better model for less money? And I guess if you're playing in a tournament, like maybe you can't use it, but your opponent probably will let you, and it's beautiful. And they've been kind of like taking the game over.
Oh yeah.
So
I know that Transformers has been a long gone thing for Transformers. Like this is just, the whole part of the collection kind of deal. The only thing that I ever had with knockoff toys was back in the day NECA had let some of their sculpts from the first NECA Ninja Turtles that came out. They were the Mirage style, and with the colored bandanas. We got a set of them, and they were fantastic, and I still love them. I think they're up there with the regular things, the real deal figures, and so it kind of that really turned me around on a lot of third party stuff, and I'm really interested in that, and I really like that there's that kind of extra like element to collectors and having that option. It's a little more expensive, but you get a little bit more precision in what you're looking for, as opposed to having to go through a company that has to deal with licensing and all this other like legal stuff. So I really like that kind of thing. So thank y'all for putting us up on that. But yeah, well,
Christopher says, where is the Soup Discord? Join the Patreon. Wow. Thanks, Christopher. That's awesome.
Thanks, Christopher.
Another patron ranger.
Yeah.
But didn't see it. Yeah, so I need to get a link up on Patreon. I need to send a link over to Eric. One thing that we did when we opened it at first really small, just to kind of see what was going on with it. And I need to put a link up there. So we will get that to you soon.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of that, we're about to call this, close the kitchen, if you will, for the evening.
Yeah, we're about to close the kitchen.
But we're gonna end up going and recording the bonus episodes for the patrons, which is similar to what we just did, but a little different. And
so bonus episodes 99 and 100.
Oh,
if you're curious.
Dang.
So yeah, if you're Christopher, you're new to Patreon, you've got 98 bonus episodes to listen to, plus other things. So but yeah, once again, sorry for missing Thursday, guys, and stuff like that. Tonight also got kind of messed up with our technical issues, but we will be back on this coming Thursday for the first Thursday of the month, Turtle Soup, which will be going back to Image Comics TMNT Volume 3, picking up right where we left off, because we're moving through this thing.
We are.
I mean, we are trying to get there, and stuff like that. We'll also have some figure news as well on that episode. And geez, I think that might be about it. I don't know if you had anything you wanted to say on the sign off.
I don't necessarily think so, but guys, if you have any ideas on what you want to do for episode 300 that's coming up, we've got a couple ideas, but if there's anything you want to see us do or implement, or anything we've like in the bag of tricks, especially if it has something to do with some stuff we might not have covered. You can take a guess at what that might be, but you could throw it our way and let us know. But that is fast on the horizon, and we will be definitely doing some special stuff for that. But if there's anything else that y'all want to see us do or implement, we can do our best to try that. But yeah, everything like Ryan said. Also, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. We really appreciate it, and it sincerely helps a lot.
Yeah.
And thank you to everyone for being here tonight. Y'all have been a blast to hang out with, and we'll be back, like Ryan said, next Thursday. And then also, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, all that stuff, email us, turtlesoupshow@gmail.com. And if you want to hear the actual episodes of the podcast, turtlesoupshow.com has them all up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, all right. Well, I think that's going to close the kitchen down for this evening. So
just got to turn the burners off and let it ride. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll see you guys then.
All right, else time.